Ed Gale, legendary cult film star of Howard the Duck and Chucky fame, dies at 61. Hollywood just lost one of its most unforgettable cult icons. Ed Gale, the man inside the feathered suit in Howard the Duck and the suit behind the pint-sized terror in Child's Play, has died at the age of 61 in Los Angeles. Known for bringing larger-than-life personalities to life in small packages, Gale leaves behind a legacy as bizarre, charming, and iconic as the films he helped define. His death was confirmed on Tuesday by his niece, Kays Gale, who posted a tribute that was equal parts heartbreaking and hilarious, exactly the way Ed would have liked it. It is with a heavy heart and a surprisingly light coffin that we announce the sudden passing of our uncle, Ed Gale, she wrote on Facebook, delivering the kind of dark wit that Gale himself was known for. Ed has taken his final bow and is now headlining in the afterlife. For fans of quirky cinema, Gale wasn't just another actor, he was a cult hero. With a career spanning over 3 decades, more than 130 credits across movies, TV, and commercials, and appearances at countless fan conventions, Ed Gale was a living, breathing tribute to Hollywood's weirdest and most wonderful corners. From $41 and a Dream to Hollywood weirdness royalty, born in Plainwell, Michigan, Ed Gale didn't have a trust fund, an agent, or even a solid plan. What he had was $41 in his pocket and a head full of dreams when he hitchhiked to California at age 20. What followed was a career that, while unconventional, was nothing short of epic. Gale made his cinematic debut in 1986's Howard the Duck, a Marvel property that, long before Iron Man ever took flight, was considered one of the weirdest entries in comic book movie history. Wearing a full-body duck suit, Gale brought the anthropomorphic alien to life in a performance that was physically demanding, emotionally nuanced, and absolutely unforgettable. It was a role that required more than just talent. It demanded patience, grit, and the ability to act through a thick foam costume under hot studio lights. Yet Gale pulled it off with flair, and the role became a fan favorite at conventions and retro movie nights for years to come. He lit up the silver screens in cult classic films like Howard the Duck and Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town, earning himself some serious street cred at every con he attended, which he never stopped bragging about. The soul behind Chucky's Stare, Gale's most iconic horror work, came as the man in the suit for Chucky in the Child's Play series. While Brad Dourif provided the chilling voice, it was Gale who physically inhabited the murderous doll in Child's Play 2 and Bride of Chucky, giving Chucky his trademark jerkiness and unpredictable movement. Wearing the suit of a doll possessed by a serial killer is no small feat. It takes stamina, timing, and a little bit of madness. Gale had all three. His performance helped make Chucky one of horror's most enduring villains, terrorizing generations of fans from VHS tapes to streaming screens. Chucky wasn't just a gig, it was a role that cemented Ed's place in horror movie royalty. He may not have spoken the lines, but it was Gale who brought the doll to life with terrifying precision. It's the kind of behind-the-scenes performance that rarely gets the spotlight but defines the final product. A life on the fringe and the center of pop culture, Gale wasn't a household name in the traditional sense, but he was a familiar face in projects that fans never forgot. He played the dinosaur Tasha in the 90s reboot of Land of the Lost, appeared briefly in My Name is Earl as a carnival performer, and even shared the screen with Matthew McConaughey in Tiptoes, a controversial film about a family of little people. The final beau Ed Gale passed away in Los Angeles, the city that made his dreams real. Though he may have entered Hollywood with little more than a couple of bucks and a wild idea, he exits with a legacy etched into the DNA of cult cinema. He was more than just a guy in a duck suit. He was more than just the physical performer behind a killer doll. Ed Gale was a performer who made an indelible mark on genre film and the people who loved it. His work was weird, bold, sometimes underappreciated, but never forgettable. He leaves behind a strange and beautiful legacy full of foam rubber suits, blood-stained overalls, and laughs that rang out behind the camera. Hollywood often forgets its oddballs, but not this one. Not Ed Gale. Rest in peace, Ed. You cranky, hilarious, scene-stealing legend.